Right, I'm going to explain to you how you build a power on and shut down GIF file for a Hytera radio. Now you've got to make a picture 220 by 176 pixels, and you need to make one at 33% opacity, the second one at 67 and the other one at 100. Now when you've made this GIF file, I'll let you sort that out, I'm not going to tell you everything, but when you've made the GIF file, one for your boot up and one for your shut down, you will then be left with two GIF files. Now these two GIF files, each one can only be 20 kilobytes, ideally 19 kilobytes. 19 for the boot up, 19 for the shut down. Anything, if you make it 20, it won't work. So you've really got to do your homework on this, particularly on the colour schemes. I've had a lot of trouble, it doesn't work with red. You've got such a small file, you're really going to be struggling with the colour scheme. So when you've made your GIF file, you can decide how you're going to make your GIF, but the GIF file can't be any bigger than 19 kilobytes each one. Don't know whether I can actually have a look here. Properties. Let me just go to properties. It might tell me in here details. Yeah, 16.6 kilobytes that works out to. So can't be anything. You've got 40 kilobytes of space in the Hytera radio. So whatever you do, you can't make it any bigger than 20 and 20. So we'll load up the Hytera software and then I'll show you what you've got to do. Right, I've come back, I've opened up the Hytera CPS software, and you need to go up to the top where it's got tools up there, click on tools and go down to create an animation pack, and you'll be coming up with this screen. For the purpose of this video, I'm telling you how to do the MD785 because we made it 220 by 176 pixels. So we need to select mobile from there, and you can see it's got power on there. So we want to be going to find our GIF file. So the first one, because that was power on, you will want to be doing the boot up one. So you select boot up, click open. Right, and it's showing it booting up, and then you need to click add, and it puts it down the bottom here. Now if that GIF file was anything bigger than 20 kilobytes, it will say it's too big a file, so you're stuck with. That's why I say you need to have it less than 20 kilobytes. And you notice now it's now gone to power off, so we need to select the GIF file for the power off, which was this top one, shut down. I'll go to there. You open it up and then click add. Right, and then all you got to do then is click create a file. So it's going to create a bin file. I'm not going to do it because I've already done it, but you'll be left with a bin file, so we'll come back to that in a second. Right, next step, we now need to load this animation pack onto the radio. So I've not got my radio connected, so I can't show you the full thing, but what you got to do is go back to tools, connect your radio with your co-plug lead up, and you need to load an animation pack, this one here, load that one. Now I haven't got a lead in, so I'll do that one. Right, we're not worried about the language pack, so you need to tick the animation pack, and then you've got to go and find your bin file. Now there's my, now after you should name it, so I've called mine Hytera MD785 screen graphics. So you then highlight that, click OK, and once you've got your co-plug lead in, power on the radio and click OK, and it will then boot the graphics onto the radio, and I'll show you what it looks like when I finish mine. Right, we're now back over to the Hytera MD785. Now this graphics doesn't last very long, but it just makes it a little bit more personal. So I'm just going to power on mine. There you go. And then when you shut the radio down, it doesn't last very long at all, but you get the same thing again. So you shut the radio down and it goes off. Now I know it's a lot of work to do, but it just makes it a little bit more personal to you. There you go, happy playing.